with literally a snap of your fingers, everyone on the boat goes invisible. I don't think. What's the range on invisibility?
I don't think I can target them before, actually. 30 feet. No, I can't.
Yeah. Okay, everyone on the boat turns invisible, and you run inside. So that's your movement and action. You happy with that?
Mm-hmm.
Done? Okay, good. By the way, top of the round. Hang on.
Yes.
Actually, I'll do it at the end of the round. Sorry, I'll just do it just to keep it clean. I'll keep it at the end of the next round. So, you do that. Danae. All right, so you're down there literally with like these swords, like going, make a perception check.
Okay. 20.
20. I'll say, as you're kind of comparing short swords, you hear a few kind of like a few things like banging off the thing. You have banged into branches as you've been going along.
And also
anyway.
people like to hit each other off stools.
Yes, exactly. So make of that what you will.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'd be suspicious.
All right, fine. You also see a few gnomish spears down there that are about this long, beautifully made out of like brass fixtures and fittings. They don't look like regular spears, you know. They're kind of like one-sided, sharp, like a toothpick almost as they go down. There's no weapons that you are naturally drawn to, but there are several here that you could use if you would like to.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
Intense music.
Yeah, you're like, who put the music on?
Just like,
You know, like when you're in a lift, the music is always a bit more thick. It's like that under here.
yeah. I'm trying to decide which weapon.
You're like, oh, this is my favourite.
I think I just have I looked around and all the places?
Well, you've rolled really well on your investigation,
Yeah.
so you found the weapon stash. Like, this is it.
I'll just sheath one of the gnomish swords down, and I'll grab one of the spears. It's more like a harpoon for me, isn't it?
For you, it's more like a
arrow, like a harpoon.
You would use it like a javelin, or you just use it as like a stick someone's stick. You know what I mean? It's like a sharp stick.
Yeah, well, I'll just put that in my belt.
All right, cool. Okay, so you both do 1d6. They're not magical. Okay.
And then I'll use my movement.
Yeah.
I'll start climbing up, and as I'm going up, I say, "Hey, you guys have like really bad weapons."
Okay. So you come out. Yeah, I'm just going to make this boat a little bit shorter, right? So, go down here.
I don't see anyone.
You come up
You're
here.
invisible.
Yeah, you come up here. Now, the
Oh,
wall,
yeah.
when you come up above deck, the walls carry on down here, if you recall, and then come around this way. So you're about there. As you come above deck and you see into the captain's, there's no one on deck. Can't see anybody.
Guys. I didn't realise.
Okay, that's the end of your go. That's the end of your go. It's Zanlin's go. Zanlin is going to go, okay, I can't see me. Shall I just stay here?
You should move.
Okay. He gets underneath the console. He just gets down from the ground. Just like moves 5 feet. There we go. Tanlin's go. Tanlin just stays where he is. I'm just going to stay here. I'm hurting.
No! I think I'm going down the hole.
Actually, I'll say he runs out onto the deck.
What the? Why?
And hides by the wall. No.
What?
Well, he just gets down on the floor then. 5 feet. Just gets on the floor. I'd say they both have full cover now. Kilgar doesn't know that he's invisible. He's going to jump off the boat. As you come above, the next thing you hear Kilgar's roaring, "Ah, you little shit!"
I have no idea what's going on.
But you just see, as you look out, you see through the cabin windows, you see Kilgar on that side just jumping with his axe out, going, Oh no, you don't see anything. You just hear, "Hey, Shay!" And then you just see a bush explode.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is happening? Sorry, what the beef is happening?
And Kilgar is going to take an attack. So he's going to use 10 feet of his movement to go here and attack this one. Kills one straight away.
He's no longer invisible.
No longer invisible. You see Kilgar, a burst of red hair as he just it appears, apparates in this bush, just like with the goblin hanging off the end of his axe, and then just uses some more movement to go over here and uses another one of his attacks. That's definitely a hit. There's no need to roll damage. That one's dead as well. Okay, that's what you see. You are now in the initiative order properly. Top of the round. Nimblefoot's go. I'm going to roll. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to do Cloud of Daggers. So I just start like this, and I'm all of those within the range. Take a shit ton of blade damage. Okay, these two are just wiped out. Happy with that. Then the Nimblefoot's go. It's the Goblins' go. Firstly, some more come out of the undergrowth. There's a lot of them.
Didn't the ship move?
Ah, yeah, end of the road. Well done, yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Also, on the Goblins' go, they're tracking alongside both.
There's a lot of goblins.
No, that's a long
There's more coming.
Oh my god.
That's just like these guys.
30 goblins.
No, it's just a lot of goblins. A lot of gobs.
Just 90 goblins. It's
No, they're dogs.
fine. They were first like this. Then
Hey,
they
use your
turned black.
imagination. That's the game of D&D. Imagination. Okay.
Black squares.
So, bear with me a second. 80 feet. Okay. Goblins go. There's going to be some short bow action. Oh, this one.
You left behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them are all going to fire their short bows at Kilgar. Here we go.
They will do 10 damage and hit 100 damage.
Plus 4 takes that 13. Miss. 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 Hit. Miss. Miss. Hit. Hit. 3 hits. 3 bolts hit into Kilgar.
Only 3 up.
A lot of them just aren't strong enough for it to even, like, they just, he's just like, they don't do enough to warrant even a point of damage. Some of them like graze and stuff, but he's just like, come on! Like this, as they all, like a hail of arrows at him. This lot are all going to go for, who can they see? They can see you.
No, I'm like, what is he?
These ones all can see you.
Which holes
As
are
you
they?
come
I
up,
thought-
you came up above deck.
Oh.
That was what you said. You said you came above deck. You're not trying to hide or anything either.
No.
And you're the only person visible on the ship. So I would say this one doesn't have line of sight. I'd say this one and this one don't either. This one does. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are going to fire their short bows at you.
Alrighty.
What's your armor class?
My armor class is my armor
No,
class
I know
is
that. I know
21.
about your resistance. What is it?
21.
21. Okay. Oh, 18 is a hit.
I wonder how many I can kill with one fireball. Nobody's trace.
Okay. Okay, you take in total a point of damage. That's including your armor. As a few short crossbow quarrels just kind of graze you very lightly.
They're all hitting you. They just don't
And then 2 of them are going to shoot in the foot. Nope.
I thought they couldn't see it. Oh, we haven't hidden it yet.
Okay, hang on. And at the end of the goblin's turn, a few more are going to come out.
Oh, no. More black dots.
Okay, that's the goblin turn. Elluen, it's your go. What would you like to do?
Okay.
Whoa, that's a lot of goblins.
What would you like to do?
Doesn't the shit move? Or...
That's at the end of the go, at the end of the round.
Okay. I'm going to go out here, use some of my movement.
I'll say you use 20 feet of your movement, so you've got 10 feet left.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna use a 7th level magic missile. I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit 10 of them.
You do 10 magic missiles? Can
Yeah.
you double check that?
So I use a 7th level slot. So yeah.
Got it.
Okay. So
Have you got the slot left after
yeah,
the
I've got
fight?
7 level slot.
After the fight, the thingy. Okay,
So
great.
that's 10 magic missiles. One on each.
Okay, you apparate back into vision. You see your friend up on the deck. Suddenly, Elluen's there. His arms are already glowing. And he just lets loose about off into the forest. The whole forest canopy is lit up with blue and green light as these things just off into the forests. And you hear like this as this happens.
Start to piece it together,
So
Dad.
these are. Hang on, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, hang on a
I'm
second.
gonna hit all but these 3 here.
Go for it.
Okay. Okay, I'll call out the numbers. 5, 2, 2, 2,
Hang on a second.
2,
Hang on. Okay, yeah, go on.
3, and then
Yeah.
4 more. That's 3, 2, 4, 2. I love this.
This is my favourite about the movie.
How many did you fire?
10, but 1
So you went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 8, 9, 10?
Well, no, I didn't do these.
Those 3. Okay, great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What were the last numbers again? Just roll 3 more, will you?
I think there's
Yeah.
4.
4, 3, 5.
Okay. You don't kill any of these. But in the forest, you hear, and you just like, and you hear these little. As they just okay, good. Good. You've stung a lot of them. End of your go?
And I shout, "Run while you still can, you tiny pipsqueak!" No, that's not me.
In cover.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. You hear back. Since you do that, you hear back. Make a perception check.
That's a 26.
Really?
I
Okay.
mean,
That's not true.
It's a 28, sorry.
Okay, so you hear that back in common. The voice seems familiar, but from a long time ago. You're not sure. That's all I'm going to say. Okay.
Wait.
Elluen, go. Danae, you're up. What do you want to
I'm
do?
gonna like start walking forward.
Wait.
I'm bang into Tanlin.
Yeah,
Is he invisible?
no, he's hidden down in the cabin.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about the scale of this. Just where do you want to be?
Right, I'm gonna move forward to like next.
Going out
to-
on deck?
Yeah.
Okay. You go out on deck. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay. What's the range of Eldritch Blast?
Let me check. It is 120 feet.
Okay.
I haven't gone
Pick
there.
whichever one you want.
Okay,
Who are you going to go for?
that one.
Okay. Roll an attack roll.
One attack roll. 26.
Okay, that hits. Yep.
Yay. Now that is me. 6 points of damage.
All right. Nice. The one you hit, as you snake out, it's dark. Remember.
Yeah.
So as you snaking, that's what you got. Dark vision.
Yeah, that's
What's the range?
60 feet.
Fine. Okay, good. As it snakes out this green into this, the one that out of the bush, it's like has got like some quite sophisticated looking armor. It's got like layers, like scales, almost overlapping scales of this hardened black leather armor. Make a perception check.
I don't know what.
I think I might have.
Hang on a sec.
23.
No, it couldn't have been, could it? You're sure you recognise the face of the one that you just saw like this out of the bush and then lands back in the bush? Is that the end of your go? Movement,
Yeah,
action?
yeah,
Okay, good.
that's it.
It's Zanlin's go.
I got it. I think
Zanlin's not going to do anything. He's just going to stay where he is. I think he thinks he can't be much use. They don't like goblins, though. He would feel angry. No, screw it. Zanlin is going to take off his little war pick, this little pick that's like made for not only mining, but for if you encounter things like goblins underground and subterranean, which they do, mortal enemies. He just runs. I'm going to kill some!
that's not your voice.
Here I come! Now then! Let's be having you! Misses the goblin that he goes for. Okay, he just jumps off the ship and goes and does that. That's Zanlin's go. Tanlin's not going to do anything. Kilgar's up.
Wait, which is the one that Danae just hit with the Eldritch Blast?
This one.
Oh,
Okay, and it's the one that you were like, what? You hit that with a magic missile as well.
yeah.
But it's the one that shouted back, and you're like, huh?
I think I'm wrong. I won't.
Okay, Kilgar is going to come over here and kill this one. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then this one. Yeah. Hey, it's like cleaning out the forest!
It is like cleaning out of it. You are doing that.
That's the 8! Alright. Okay.
Leaving behind, Killian.
It's
Zanlin! We're leaving Zanlin behind! No!
alright, it's alright. Also, on Goblins Go, I didn't do their movement, so the ones that can move, sorry. Hang on a second, I'm just going to strategically, they're kind of tracking downstream. He's got full cover behind this boulder. I'm just going to roughly, look, I'm not going to do this perfectly. They all want to avoid him. Oh shit! Alright, Nimmerfoot's. It's just going to intimidate. He's not going to really fight him. He's just going to go, like, just go like crazy display with my daggers to do a intimidation check. So I'm not going to try and hit any of them. 20. Great. I'll say that they are frightened, and so they won't come anywhere near him. Happy with that. Goblins go. Because they're cowardly creatures, they see this little dude on their own, and they're like, "Oh,
Stop him. Stop him.
I like the movement.
Stop him.
Oh my god! No!
We're all just gonna fire bows and
Oh
arrows.
no,
80 feet, no, 100, 80 feet, they can all get in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 6, 9, 10. 10 of them. Well, the one that's on him is going to just go and hit him. That's a natural hit. That was 17, sorry, but that hits Stanley for 3 points of damage. And then there's going to be 10 bow hits towards him, plus 4 to hit, so 9 or more hits. That's 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 7 hits, 8 hits.
You should have said it.
So 7 arrows hit him. I'm just going to use the average for speed. So that's 35 points of damage.
How many of us is on? Not that much. I can't probably do it.
He's around the same as you,
Oh yeah.
but he didn't get hurt in the fight with the bit thing. So he's all right. Well, he was slightly down, but he's all right.
He didn't go in.
No, exactly. No, he's not. So he was up pretty much at full. Okay. So Zanlin gets a whole bunch of arrows sticking to him.
Oh,
He's all right.
Kill them!
Our little boss here.
Who is that?
Actually, he wouldn't have moved, so he's still fired. He actually throws a javelin. We'll take that javelin, throws it at Kilgar. Misses. Okay. So the goblins on the other side of the river, they can't come any closer to him, so they just move, they just run this way. Right. Yeah. Full cover, they all just try and get behind the rock as many as they can. There we go.
They're just piling in front of him.
So that's their movement, and then they see you do the magic missile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're all going to shoot you with their bows and arrows.
You're like really gonna have 34.
Ooh. What's your armor class?
16.
So 12 or more hits you. 10 of them are going to go through you. Miss. Hit. 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 Miss. Hit.
I have no AoE attack that can hit all of them. Not one of the trees.
Okay, so you take 6. I'm just going to give you the average rather than. Do you want me to roll or give you the average?
Give me your average.
Okay, 30 damage.
No, you need a dude.
Like you, as you're standing up there, you've just gone. And he's still, he's still got burns from earlier, right? You're knackered, like you're starting to get tired, like, breathing real heavy. And then from the other side of the river, suddenly you're like, oh, and you're like, you like drop to one knee, blood, coming out of your mouth. You see Elluen drop to one knee,
Whoa!
really hurt.
Sure, I can't hear you. I'll hear you. I can hear you.
Hang on a sec. So,
You've already healed.
that's the goblins go. Elluen, you're up. What you doing?
I'm going to heal myself.
Psionic restoration?
Yeah, 6d8.
Okay, so you burn 6 side points and use your action to heal yourself. Mend wounds, so as an action, 1d8 per side point spent, so 68, yeah?
So 7,
That's 13.
13,
Yeah.
14, 21, 25 hit points.
Nice. Your eyes flash white, kind of purpley white as you. The psychic energy from the far realm kind of closes some of your wounds. That's your action.
Run.
Going in the cabin?
Yeah, all the way.
Okay, great. In the cabin, I'd say if you're using full movement, you can get to full cover.
Yes.
Okay, great.
It just runs.
Done. Danae, you're up. What do you want to do?
Hit me!
Like it suddenly hits you what's going on.
What?
You've done your Eldritch Blast. And you're like, all right, we're under attack.
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
so
yeah.
what would you like to do on your go?
Oh, yeet!
Okay, that's 10 feet of your movement.
You jumped 10
And
feet.
then I'm gonna go to this one.
Okay, right.
And I'm gonna hit.
Okay, go for it.
Unless I recognise it.
Well, do you want to try and
Yeah.
recognize it? Roll a perception check.
22.
That'll do it. Your mind is brought back
Oh no.
4 years to the ruin of a tower
I knew it!
with a wyvern
I knew it! I guessed it!
and a goblin called Greb that you let go.
With his down for a second. He tried to run on a lead for a while.
He doesn't. You don't see that he seems to have recognized you, but you remember his name with the 22 is Greb.
Grab. Okay.
So if you want to interact,
Yeah.
that's up to you.
I'm gonna be like in Goblinoid, which I know.
Yeah.
Grab! Stop!
That's what you're gonna say.
No, I'm gonna say, let me think. Oh yeah. Grab, don't you remember? You owe me a debt! I saved you years ago! You owe me your life! Call off the attack!
Do you want to intimidate or persuade?
Persuade.
Roll a persuasion check.
Sure will.
This is your action, by the way.
Okay.
I don't think this is on the podcast because it's really long ago.
That was ages ago. I don't even remember. Right, 31.
Okay, as you come over, he's like wild looking. As you run over, he's like, oh, and you just like, you say this instead of attacking, even though you got the thing, and like he's like, oh, oh. Right, boys! Right, boys! 31, that's a little dice, didn't it? Right, boys! Just yells through the forest, it echoes all around, you hear. You can hear him in Goblinoid, he's like just going, put the weapons down! I know him! I know him! Stop it! Everyone stop it! Nimblefit in Goblinoid goes, what the hell's going on? From across the river here. What is going on?
Wait, can I say, no, I've done my action. Can I yell at
We're out of combat.
Okay, hey. Kilgar, stop attacking! Everyone don't hit!
Kilgar's just like sweeping a thing across here. Hang on, you don't do that. He just starts moving across here like going, hey, God, what?
No!
He's not in a rage, so he can't stop. He's like, what?
Stop! We know him!
Just lets his thing thunk down. These little green snot bags!
Yeah! I'm gonna like...
You're 32 persuasion. If you'd have rolled a 29, I'd have said that was almost impossible to stop the entire battle. And because you rolled 32,
You just stopped
I
the
just
combat.
it's like you were like, whoa!
I knew that. How did I guess that?
You knew
Yeah,
that.
I
I
was
was like, I can't quite remember. I didn't want to be...
It's Greb, the goblin. Looking much older, a bit more worn and scarred, but
Where's his
unmistakable.
friend? There was two of them.
Yeah, maybe he's dead. He's probably dead.
Alright, the ship grinds to a halt for a second. What is going on?
Stanley, come over here!
But there's goblin in front of me.
And he's still hitting you!
They're both just looking at each other.
Don't hit each other! I say Goblinoid.
Okay. What's going on here?
I'm gonna like walk out the camera. Hey, Elluen, it's Greb! Oh yeah, he's
We're out of combat, so we don't need this anymore.
Yeah. Remember Greb?
Yeah.
We put him in a chest, we took him out again.
Yes,
Back in,
if we put him in a chest.
took him out.
Yeah, yes.
But we
Actually, the way it all went down was I put on a brave fight and almost defeated you both.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Do you go along with it?
Yeah,
That's
totally.
right.
But, yeah.
So how have you been now that I let you go?
A couple of the other goblins come over and they're like,
Oh, well, all the people I let go. I'm a boss now.
I can see that.
Congratulations.
This is my first.
Oh.
You ain't passing through unless you play me.
And then lean down and whisper in his ear. I think we both know who's there.
Please pretend to play me. Please.
It's so cute. I will. Right, of course. A toll must be paid. We need to like intimidate you. Right. I take out. I hold up the coins like this. Here you go. It's platinum coin.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me some platinum.
Here you go. I give her one platinum.
That's right.
You're welcome.
He holds it up to all the others around him.
Wow, it's a boss is so big. Pull on the rock. I don't want to settle in this world anymore.
This is something.
And just remember, this is Grubswood. That's what this place is called, Grubswood.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the name of it.
Right. Sure.
Alright,
Well,
how are you doing?
we're okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, I can't speak common, so if you
Oh,
speak common, I don't know what we're
okay,
talking about.
right. Speak common. So yeah,
We've been adventuring.
Well, look a bit older, but ugly.
yeah, you look a bit older and uglier.
I'm blubber.
Oh, brilliant.
All those goblins do what I told them to do. It's brilliant.
Wow, how did you get to be that important?
But to kill loads of the other bosses.
Oh!
Oh, but remember the time out with chain?
Yeah.
I used the chain to strangle my old boss.
Wow!
It's quite helpful, actually. I'm not died. Well, they tried to challenge me. So I stack them.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Now they'll do what I tell them.
that's great.
I just came north a bit, and I just went into the forest. I didn't like being in the marsh.
No. I mean, you were hanging around where Wyvern was, so that's not great.
The wyvern didn't come back.
Yeah, because we killed it.
No,
Yeah, we killed the Wyvern.
that explains it.
Yeah.
There was a ghost there.
A ghost?
Yeah, where they were keeping me. Well, you put me in the hole.
Yeah.
There was a ghost.
Oh, what?
A daughter of a baron or something.
Oh.
Yeah, she was so sad. She was so sad. You can't live with a sad woman all the time. Well, she was sad all the time. She was bad.
So I got out.
I just left her to be sad.
Oh.
She didn't stop. Every now and said, do you want to stop being sad? She'd just be like this. Oh. She wanted her dad or something for her husband, the baron.
The Baron of where?
Oh,
The big keep.
yeah,
the
we
big
killed.
Joe's beer.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He was sad because he didn't know where his love was, and his love was sad because he didn't know where he was.
Ah.
Well, he didn't find that out.
We didn't even go down that trap
So
door.
you were going real time.
Yeah, we didn't even go down that trap door. We were like, nah.
It was 2 years ago.
Oh, what?
Yeah, real time, 2 years ago.
Oh,
Years ago.
Yeah.
4 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm an old man for a goblin. So, you got anything else pretty there, can I?
Oh yeah,
we can give you. I've got Wyvern scale.
I've got this.
Come over.
Yeah, you can say that you killed it.
Look.
I've got this gemstone worth 100 gold pieces.
Ah, what?
Found it in a dragon lair.
Say that you found it in the dragon.
Yeah, I'm
But
just
how
gonna
can you
gonna
make it? But in return for this, you have to promise her that, like, the next 5 people who come through here don't attack them.
5 people.
Yeah, the next.
What if those six all working together?
Okay. No, 10 people.
What? No.
Yeah, this is fair. We're giving you
I
respect.
can't count that.
Okay, just this much.
He's got like 4. Cool.
Okay, fair enough. 8. 8 people. 8.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Yeah. Don't attack them.
Now,
Yeah,
You
I'm
go.
gonna like. You have to make it look like we're not giving him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let me just.
Slight of handshake.
Yeah, just take the gemstone to it.
Right. Why do I have to do this?
Just the gemstone.
19.
Lovely. All right, you hand him a wyvern skull and a 100 gold piece gem, and he's got a platinum piece. Goblins would never even know what that even is. He's just like, wow.
brother.
You take care of yourself.
Ah,
We're gonna be on our way.
all right then. Awesome.
Nice to talk to
He
you.
shakes your hand.
Yes.
Alright, wait.
If I ever want to hang out and grab roots, you know where
Great.
I
Well,
am.
thank you.
I
Drew.
can come around at times so long as you bring good shit.
Right. Well, thanks for letting us pass.
All right.
Where we going? Bye.
All right. Awesome adventure!
Through the forest.
Ellen never thought.
No, we're still here. We're still here.
I'm so glad you rolled the one.
And I jumped off.
There was a very small chance when you battled the boss goblin that you recognised him. You rolled high enough that you recognised him.
That's hilarious.
And then you rolled high enough for your perspective. If you'd have rolled 28, I'd have been like, it's not good enough. Like, even at 28. Nearly impossible, mid-battle, to like be like, hey!
I know. Karen was like, stop.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
we all
Alright,
get.
you
Okay.
get back on,
This is so
you carry on in your way.
That was
amazing.
I got
I was so hoping to pincushion Elluen, but never mind. Didn't happen.
Fine, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Woo! All right, you continue on into the night, leaving the goblins fervently, or a massive crowd of goblins surrounding Greb, who will go on to become a war chief amongst goblins.
Yes, we
In
helped
terms
Greg.
of his,
We just helped him. We saved him, and then we
in terms of his renown amongst goblin kind, it will be legendary.
helped him.
Nice.
They will speak of him overcoming the great companions of Kurth.
Twice.
Yes, exactly.
Twice.
Twice.
And
Okay.
when we get back on the ship, no one asked about that.
I don't know what any of that was. Did I imagine all of that? Am I
Yeah.
drunk?
You are drunk.
Happened.
That was weird.
I know.
That was weird. No, my canny brain's working better at the minute. That was weird. So you know that goblin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you make friends with goblins? Or
We
something?
locked him in a chest
Oh, okay. That's
and then
We
released
took
him
him
into
out.
the marsh.
No, okay,
To
this
take
is
them on
this
the
is how it
lead.
happened. They tried to attack us. We made them surrender, well, kind of. We put him in a chest with his
They were
friends.
too cute to kill.
And we put them out again. We put them back in the chest. We took them out.
They're
We
also
tied them up and dragged them around the marsh a little bit.
Their dead friends were in that chest, by the way.
Yeah, they were dead friends in the chest.
it's like
And then we dragged them around for a little bit because I thought they were cute. Ellen wanted to kill them. I thought they were cute, so I dragged them. And then
you forget that she's a paladin. She was a paladin.
right.
then we let them go.
Okay.
So that's how we know him. That was 2 years ago.
No, 4 years ago.
4 years
in
ago.
Game
4
of
years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
4 years ago.
That was 4 years.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyway,
Good.
have a good sleep.
I need to rest. Those guys hurt.
Long rest, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I'd like somebody to roll D12 first.
Me.
Sorry, D10. Just
Me.
D10, please.
I'll do it.
Ellen's going to roll. Okay.
8.
Okay. That's the weirdest.
That was the best battle
Strangers.
we've ever had.
Okay.
Where's goblins? Why is this so many?
Okay. Let's just do weather through the night.
He's a friend from
D20, please, for temperature.
He's a friend. I know this go.
D20 for weather, for
I'll do
temperature.
it.
We know
Three
three again.
Okay,
This
normal
the ice
temperature.
is broken.
Charlotte for wind.
We know we
Four.
Normal, no wind. And precipitation. Finley, D20.
16.
I wasn't a
Okay,
D10.
there's a light rain.
No, D20.
Yeah, D20. A light rain falls that night, but otherwise everything is normal temperature and no wind as you continue on. So, these are travel on another day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, you all awaken, having taken various watch rotations. I forgot about Vexy as well.
Oh, me too. I was
I'd
about to say
He was
that.
sleeping.
say he is actually sleeping in the hull because he was wakened prematurely. He needs much longer, so he needs to sleep for, let's say, 18 hours out of 24 hours.
I was down there just being quiet.
Yeah. He wakes from all of that, just going.
I had strange dreams of little things.
Oh, really?
That's nice.
All right. It is the next day. I'd like, let's do the 3d20s again, please. Temperature first.
15.
Next
Okay.
one is 6.
It's a colder day. There is no wind again, and precipitation,
2.
no rain. So it's a colder day the next morning. There's a soft mist, like a steam rising from the water. You're in a very calm part of the river now. As the early sunrise ahead of you rises in the east, so the direction you're headed is the direction the sun rises, comes through the trees, dappling lights against the huge now. Some of the trees now are looking much more alien to trees that you normally see in, say, Seleneth, to the forest that you have called the Echo Woods in the past. Now the big trees, seemingly like an artist has taken them and twisted them and transformed them into something else. You see the dappled light of the morning, the early mornings coming through it, and the steam rising from the river. It's beautiful. Some of the early insects are out, kind of languidly playing amidst the mists. It's a beautiful morning, an almost magical
I want to
feeling.
bathe
Yeah.
in the river.
Okay, you get up for an early bath and bathe in the cool river waters. It's beautiful. It's very refreshing. Invigorates your mind and your spirit. Is there anything you want to think about, talk about?
Danae, do you wanna?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I'd like you to roll D12, please, as well, one of you.
Oh, okay,
I
I
will.
will. 2.
2. Okay, good to know.
Okay.
Your training,
Yes.
Yes.
Arcana, Intelligence.
Ah. 11.
Careful of that double rolling in the pot, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Where
need
your
to roll
dice
my-
hit and stuff.
I need to roll my quarter.
Portents and prepared spells.
They're all written.
So your prepared spells are here. They're the ones coloured in black. Is that
Yeah,
right?
no, they're always the same.
These ones. That one. That one. That one.
Yes.
That one. That one. That one. Yeah.
What did you roll?
So, oh yeah, magic missile was prepared. Got it. Great.
11.
I rolled a 17, so that is you say Arcana?
Yes.
So that's 30.
Great. You are exceptional teaching today. Danae seems somehow distracted. Her mind's not quite on
I
it.
portent hers to 14.
To 14.
14.
16.
14 is what she needed today.
Oh, cool.
So it goes up every couple of days. It goes up. So 14 takes you a while. She's a little bit. You're on point. You've rested. You've healed, so you feel much better. You're on point in your training. And this day, you're talking about how to hold concentration when the magic is outside of your immediate area. So when it's ranged, like you start talking more about this. She knows how to do Eldritch Blast, so you actually use that as an example. But you say that when you're doing Eldritch Blast, the magic is always in contact with you. You're sending it further. You start to talk about concepts where you let go of the magic and let it do its thing. You start explaining this to her. And it takes her a while. She's slower today, but it takes you the full 4 hours to do it. Well, I'd say you start at about 7 a.m. when you get up, and you finish by just before lunch at about 11. Okay, the 11th hour of the day. All right.
Okay. I'm on the 6th one.
Yes.
You're on 6th level now.
Well, I mean in my magical ability. I haven't got anything next time. Tomorrow in the game when we do it.
We should train today again.
4 hours. Yeah, we could.
You can double train if you want.
Then I get to 7th level. That's where I get more slots. I think I get 2nd level.
Should we train again?
Sure. I mean, if we're not really doing anything today, then that would be.
Nimblefoot is going to go off on an expedition with Vexy. Vexy's going to fly off. Nimblefoot's going with him. They're going to sort of scout ahead quite a bit for the whole of the day.
Alrighty.
Kilgar's just staying up as watch and bodyguard on deck.
Nice.
So the day is yours.
May as well just train.
We'll train again.
You make more distance today because you rolled a 2. The conditions are perfect,
Great.
and the boat kind of makes good speed. You actually gain a little bit of speed today. Can you just be careful of that glass there, the one in the middle, which seems to be at an angle?
Oh.
Okay, you're going to train again?
Yeah.
What's your bonus on intelligence?
+2.
Okay.
Let's roll.
Oh,
27.
10.
Again, you're on point. You reach the limits of her understanding for that day. You do spend another 4 hours. So you break for a lunch up on deck, join Kilgar for a light lunch, and you try to kind of cram a bit more in the afternoon, but it's like when you're overstudying.
Yeah.
You can't get it in.
Oh, we forgot
happening.
yesterday. You had advantage on
damn.
and on the learning.
But we didn't have time to learn yesterday.
We did.
No, you did. You successfully learned it.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Well, you just don't get a double today,
Yeah.
basically. So you do,
Got
but
one
you
today.
do study all the way through till about early evening.
I'm gonna have to set you homework.
Oh no. I have to go all the way back to my house to do it. It's not
No, you're gonna have to do it in your free time as well. And what was initially created as a punishment?
In early evening, so after you finish studying, you go out on deck to have a little meal out on deck that Zanlin prepares on the little burner on the deck. Everyone sits around.
Like a barbecue.
When it gets dark, you hear a massive rustling in the trees as snake-like Vexy comes, wraps around the ship. Littlefoot jumps off and comes down.
Hey.
Well, we got news. We went quite far downriver. I'd say at some point tomorrow we're gonna run out of river. It hits some quite serious rapids, and the forest changes. The mighty elder roots take over most of the forest.
Okay.
What?
Oh,
You'll see.
so do we have a plan
Amazing trees of a scale you've never seen before.
for the rapids? I mean,
I doubt the ship will get over it. Zanlin, what do you think?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the ship floats, but if water is falling, then ship will fall too.
Well, we may have to sort of go the rest of the way on foot by the looks of it.
So where will the ship stay?
I don't know, we'll have to wedge it
yeah,
somewhere.
we can't leave it in the river because of blockage down.
It's floating.
But like, can it just keep
Will it
floating
run
for
out
a
of
minute?
energy?
That's wrong.
Zanlin goes,
In 100 years,
So it'll just be here when someone finds it. Like, the goblins will come back and
I can turn it off. There is master key, so I can turn it off. It go bang on floor, and then we just leave it.
What if like it becomes?
Or do you take the key?
What are those things when ships crash and then coral reefs are made around them? What are those called?
red.
No. What is the thing
It's
called when creatures build around?
Yeah, it's just like an unnatural coral reef.
I can't remember. Sorry, Nocturnals.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of what will become of this ship.
Yeah. But we're not going to leave it here. We'll come back for it.
Yeah.
But, so we have to we'll leave it in the forest. Not just put it in the river.
No, of course, yeah. We try and take it out.
Okay. Can you fly it out of the river?
If there's no trunks in the way, we can get it up on land a bit. Yeah, it might need help from Killian.
And Vexian.
Aye. We can lift it out. We got it in, we can get it back out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, as we get closer to Eliador, there are certain territories. My kind are more mountain dwellers. There will be certain drakes of similar to my kind who will sense my presence. I may have to leave you and rejoin you at some point further north.
You could always just be in your human form or kind of humanoid.
That won't fool my kin.
What if you meet us?
I can be with you tomorrow.
Okay.
After that, we'll have to meet up again. I will fly to the north to the plains.
Okay.
There
yeah,
is
you should
space
go.
there, space to roam, space for me to.
So I'll
come
meet
down.
you in Almanas.
Yes, yes, bad.
All right.
That the old worms and drakes of the forest are many. Many are more benevolent like me. Some are not. But this is old forest, many tens of thousands of years old. There are older things than even our little dwarf friends here. All right.
How old are you, Vexel?
A little over a century. Young for an adult, only just.
Yeah.
Very young.
There are coppers like me, thousands of years old, curled up like snakes in the mountain passes.
Must be bad for your back.
Wait, so you're only just over a century old?
Yeah.
Pretty young. How long will you live for?
Many of us do not get that far, but I would love to see my second millennium. But that will come at a time of my life when we will not mix anymore. I will be, how do you call it, settled.
Mm-hmm.
Usually we will find a volcano or a cave. But this is where many coppers meet their ends, clashing with reds. Reds are much more aggressive. Many a copper never lived to more than a few hundred years, usually because of territory disputes with reds.
That's not going to happen to you.
I hope not.
Because we'll be here to kill them like we killed the other one and the one before.
The red your sister rode.
Yeah.
Very mean, sadistic worm.
I hit the red mask.
Do you take it out like that? Do you go, I had the red mask?
Yeah. I now have the red mask. Oh. Sorry. I'll put it away.
What is this? Why do you carry such artifacts?
It's just my sister gave it to me, and I didn't trust it with anyone
Your
else.
sister didn't give it to you.
Yes, she did.
You found it in Luther's lair.
She was wearing it.
Yeah, she didn't give it to you, but you found it in Luther's lair.
Well, I didn't want really anyone else to carry it or keep it, so I just I'm not gonna wear it. I'll put it in my bag to hold it.
Wait,
What?
would you let me take charge of it, such an item?
Why would you want a dragon mask?
Is he in the dragon?
Such things are made to control my kind. The wearer of the red mask has a degree of control over my kind.
Well, I assume I need the red dragons, right?
No. And the coppers,
Oh,
to a lesser extent. But still, if I were to be entrusted with such a thing, I could take it to the great Wirran Council.
I mean, better in the dragon's hands than ours. We have no.
Truly,
Yeah,
give
I
it to
mean,
me from your free will.
yeah, we have no right to control anything.
Hmm.
Your kind.
Never not surprised by the kindness of humans. Massive claw takes it,
Oh dear.
and he into human form, dandy form. He just goes, This is a mighty gift that I appreciate.
You will.
I did not know you had such a thing in your possession.
Yeah. Oh. Was I meant to pick that up?
Why did the Nagas? They stopped you. Everyone.
It is not evil, but it was made by evil. But it has no will. It is not an evil. It is nothing more than a controlling device. But you do not know the history of this, do you?
No, I think she was just hanging on to it.
Did your parents ever tell you the stories of Tiamat?
Did they?
Have this faint dream.
Just roll d20.
Natural 20. That which is
15.
my 32.
You both heard stories of Tiamat, but it was sort of like said in the same way that Godzilla's talked about. It was, Tiamat is like like folklore, an old folklore of a dragon with the heads white, blue, green, red, black, said to be the goddess of all coloured dragons. Anyway, Vexy goes on to say, he says, these masks were created by great mages, great priests of Tiamat. It is said that one of these exists for each of the chromatic types. You have the red. This is rare. This is a very rare item.
So there's
So
only
wait.
one.
It is thought. We do not know.
Oh shit.
But what is known is if you get one of each colour. So all you would need is another 4. You could summon Tiamat herself. It would need mighty mages, mighty priests of Tiamat, all together casting certain magic. But with these masks as well as part of the ritual, for me to possess one, this is why it is no small gift you give me. This, in the hands of a metallic, I promise you I will look after it.
I trust you.
I need I need a bag of holding to conceal it from this plane.
Do we have a spare one? I think we have a spare one.
Nimblefoot.
Nimblefoot's got it.
Nimblefoot's spare.
Zanlin goes, I have smaller satchel that it will go in.
Oh.
Well, if I may, my little friend. He goes, of course, wait. He goes, grab it around in his back. Comes back with Hewitt's handy haversack. Just hands out, it's like a little backpack. Just goes, yeah. He puts it in and kind of attaches it to his belt instead. And just goes, yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
All right. So cross that off your inventory. That is a red.
Losing magical items.
No, red dragons come after him for that. Well,
Yeah.
they can't.
Well, this is why it's very important. It's in a little demi-plane,
Yes.
like a holding.
Non-detectable.
It was much harder to detect. Yeah. Okay. Night falls. No, sorry, it's early morning, isn't it? And then you
No,
train
it's evening.
double
It's
day.
evening.
So you went all the way through. It's
Yeah,
evening.
we're having dinner.
Yeah, you all talk into the evening. You have no encounters. You make extra time because you're 2 roll. Make extra time that day. So you are now with Eliodor here. You are now here. As the river goes, another day. By foot, if you were to walk it, you'd probably get there a little bit quicker. But anyway, you will go ahead and take a long rest. If you want to travel through the night, or do you want to stop the boat?
Well, how far are the rapids from where we are?
They're about 8 miles away.
Okay. So
You'll get there sort of in the middle of the night if you keep traveling through the night.
then we have to stop. We won't travel through the night.
Okay, you stop, you're more up the ship, sort of more to the side of the river, a little bit half on the land, half in the water. You have a magical evening. The fairy fires and the little bugs and everything lighting up the sky. It's magical, colours everywhere. Definitely the forest seems way more enchanted. Take another long rest.
Nice.
You awaken on day 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your 5th day, beginning of the 5th day into Ellenef now. Okay, weather first. D20, D20, D20.
17.
Okay, so another colder day.
3.
There's no wind.
Again.
Precipitation,
11.
11. No rain. 3 again.
You just keep
That dice is
And then a
close.
D10, please. Oh, D12, excuse me, please. For me. Okay, let's see what that brings. Okay, roll D8.
Seven.
And then roll D20, please.
15.
Okay. The day again is a little more chill. The trees now get even larger as you continue on.
Hey, Danae.
Who's a troll?
Yeah.
Want to try and do training?
Yeah.
All
Don't
right.
suck.
4 hours at the beginning of the day.
That's a 28.
20.
Oh, great. You gained 2 with that.
2.
Yeah, you're both on
8.
point. Super great teaching, great understanding. You
Yes.
make extra progress with that.
Yes.
All right. Awesome.
So I'll make notes of the new
Yeah.
things. You notice that day as you travel, the first half of the day you're studying, and then around lunchtime, and you're all gathered out on deck eating your churros and macaroni cheese.
Macaroni cheese.
Yeah,
Where did that come
big,
from?
big pot of it.
Oh, cool.
Danlin's an excellent cook.
He likes to cook modern food.
Well, I suppose pasta wouldn't really be, the kind of the idea of pasta being made from wheat would be great. And then you use a little bit of burning hand, a bit of fire cantrip just to crisp the top of it. Yeah. Ah! There we go. Perfect crisp top to it.
Put a fireball in there and then just close the pot real quick.
Yeah.
That's a nice.
Perfect. That's a nice such a.
It's just there's just dust. Cheap house.
How strong is the pot to itself? It's like a magic food pot. Oh, great. There we go.
It's like when Captain America puts his shield over that bomb.
Yeah, exactly.
And the strap doesn't get destroyed.
Yeah. Good point. Okay.
Throw a fireball into a bag of holding.
Destroy the bag holding.
I know what we're gonna do.
As you're going along, you're only a few hours from where Nimblefoot and Vexy report that the rapids start. The trees are getting enormous now, and you notice this great stone wall lying in ruins that follows you alongside the edge of the river. Oddly, doesn't look of any elven manufacture that you've seen. In ruins for several miles. You notice this.
What is that? Did you see it when you were flying? I asked Nimblefoot.
I don't know about the architecture around here. Doesn't look elven though.
Let's stop.
Yeah, we need to stop before the rapids anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
What is this?
Do you know anything about this? Kilgar? What is a wall? Let me see if I can remember. No, but he hops off the boat and just sort of shouts this back to you. He goes, it's not dwarven.
No. Down there,
I know what this is.
You like building stuff? What?
No.
Down there?
It is a wall that is fallen down. It's covered in moss. It looks
I'm
incredibly
gonna
old.
hop off the boat.
Okay, hop off the boat.
I'm gonna go over to it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, you walk over. These massive stones, big, huge, solid, grey, deep grey, fully covered in moss. Like this is old wall.
I'm gonna investigate.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
That's 28.
28. Okay. You do notice it takes you, I'd say, the 28. It takes you about 20 minutes of investigating. You find some of the stones have got some old chiseled ruins in. Runes in them. Other than that, there's no other distinguishing features of these ruins.
What did this say?
Do you recognize the room?
They're not in any language that you can normally read.
I'm going to cast common
And I do. No, I'll do comprehend language in my philosophy.
Has it got compound
Yeah,
languages?
of course.
Okay. Okay, it doesn't tell you what the language is, just that you can read it.
Yeah.
You see a rune that seems to be like a very old word for like a limit or border.
There's some kind of. What does it say?
This one is, it means like limit, like a border or something.
It's a wall. Is it like marking a territory or something?
Possibly.
As you can see, it's bits and pieces here and there, but it follows for about a mile down the river. You know.
I'm gonna.
Well, this is not in.
Can I like go past it or anything?
Yeah, it's in pieces.
Oh.
So you can climb over it and go the other side and into the forest. You can stay this side of it. But it's literally, you get off the river, within about 20 foot of the river, there's just these, it's old and fallen down, it's not intact.
I'm just gonna go over to it and past it and see if there's anything back there.
You don't notice anything.
It just seems.
No.
Whoa.
Hello, hello, hello. That goes off into the forest.
Let's continue going, guys.
Let's go.
Well, we can only go a little further anyway because the rapids start soon. Then we'll have to walk the rest of the way.
Okay. You get back on.
Yeah.
You continue going. You follow with this wall, this fallen down, completely fallen down, moss-covered wall for about another mile, and then it seems to dissipate until there's either it's completely underground and submerged, or there's just no more that you can visually see anymore. And then you start to hear a distant.
Oh. Okay, we should stop now.
And ahead, the river broadens out until it's probably about 100 feet across. The trees now, much, much bigger. And you can see ahead, looking maybe a quarter of a mile ahead, like looking from here into town, right? Like where the bench is, you know? You can see like a much more of a mist kicking up in the air.
Yeah, we should stop
You
now.
can see that kind of rainbow of prism through the spray. Okay, I'm just going to roll for Zona to see how well he gets it up onto the land. Okay, he's going to need the help of Kilgar and Vexy. Kilgar jumps off using his 29 strength, and Vexy using his 23. The two of them, I would say, well, you're fully unloading, aren't you? Like you're getting off for the traveling now. And they say it takes an hour to get all your kit together because you've had your rooms and everything.
Yeah.
So you're packing your book up, you're doing, you're packing everything for now traveling. Backpack's packed. From here on in, you're going on foot. So you take about an hour to pack up, and then Kilgar and Vexy, with some effort, manage to take the whelk out of the water onto the side. And you will continue the rest of the day on foot. It's now mid-afternoon, at 1-2 o'clock, and you're now about, a good time today as well with the roll, you're now about 10 miles from Elluen. Okay? You haven't seen another soul so far.
Except goblins.
Except goblins.
And
You continue to walk now. There isn't so much of a path to see.
on Limblefoot's map, can I estimate where we are?
Yeah, I've just shown you. So Eliodor's here. Can you see?
Yeah.
Eliodor's here. You're just here.
I'm gonna mark like I'm
You're
gonna do
two
a little
hexes.
dot on the map where this wealth is.
Sure. Okay. Okay. You walk for several hours. You're going half speed over difficult terrain. Well, it is difficult for you and for Kilgar and for the gnomes. Vexy leaves you at this point. He just said, my friends, look for me in Ellenest and call for me when you're in aid. We will look to meet up again. I must take complex routes to be free of here. And say your farewells for now as he popped through the trees.
I'm sitting on my magic carpet.
You can't
Oh.
really. It will be as difficult. You remember when we were in the forest, the thing?
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
you're trying to imagine it. It's like it would be as difficult as walking. But you are really climbing over roots, walking around things. There's no clear path. You're going through thick forest now. Several hours go by of walking in this way. You make pretty good time. There's a few periods where Nimblefoot helps along using Nomadic Caravan to help you bamf to an area within sight that might be, say, half a mile through the trees, and you like this. You do that a few times until his psionic energy is depleted. So I'll say you do about 5 miles like that. You maybe, do you do Dimension Door? I can't remember whether you can cast
I
that.
can do teleport.
Okay, no, we don't know teleporting to. So yeah, you nomadic step it a few times and get further. And as it begins to get dusk, as the roaring of the river next to you disappears down massive chasms deep down into the earth, and you notice that rather than the chasm being made of stone, there is stone, but clinging to it are huge roots, tens, dozens and dozens of feet in diameter, gripping the side of the chasm as the water plunges down, sparkling into light far below. Just way at the bottom, you can hear the churning, and you can see the mist. There's just mist coming out of there, glowing mist. Bugs are everywhere. There's lights in the air, and magic to everything. And as you come round a wooden outcropping of both rock and tree roots, you look through these now enormous trees, trunks the size of your, like the dwarf the size of your tower, massive trunks, some of them hundreds of feet, tower up out of sight above you into the sky. For another half an hour, you clamber and climb carefully to get round. Bugs fill the air, little ladybugs and lightning bugs and things like that. And as you go round, you come to a massive trunk that you have to go round. And as you come round it, you look out through the forest, and ahead of you, you see a tree immeasurable in scale. And rather than the home of the wood elves being built into the tree, on the outside of the tree, you see an immense glowing coming out from a crack in the side of this immense trunk. And Nimblefoot goes, "We're here. That is the entrance to Eliodor."
How can everything grow beneath this tree?
There's more than just the natural world at work here. Magic infuses everything. You will find that your magic powers will be much enhanced and maybe even surprising here. I've only been here once, my friends, and I'm welcome here, but everything we do from here on in must be friendly. He nudges Kilgar. I
Friendly.
gotcha. I'll smile all the time. How about this?
No!
And welcome to Eliodor. That's where we're going to leave it for this game.